Hello and welcome back to my scrap room. My name is Jennifer Perry and today we're going to work on layout 2 of the Bring Back My Pack More Magical papers. This one is going to be my daughter's favorite attraction at Disney, which is the Haunted Mansion. If you're following along, it's going to be layout 2 in the cutting guide. Now this is a workshop that Close to My Heart had in August, and I had so much going on that I didn't get a chance to film it. So I'm going to go ahead and film it now, and we'll see see how it comes out. Okay, I'm going to apologize up front. There is quite a bit of shadowing. We have changed locations in my room, so I'm no longer working next to the window. Hopefully, when we get the new room built, it will be with me sitting in front of a window, so that will take care of some of the shadowing. It's driving me crazy, so it's probably going to drive you guys crazy, and I'm going to apologize. But we moved because I kept falling off the bar stool. So we've kind of rearranged my room a little bit. We're back over at my regular workstation where I normally play. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the best light on this side of the room. So we're going to try our best and make the best of it and just go from there. So I went ahead and cut the papers. And I believe there's a cutting guide with layout 1. I believe, but if not, if you have the Bring Back My Pack More Magical Cutting Guide, it's in there. So we're going to go ahead and separate these papers real fast. But before we do that, do I want the light or the dark? I want the dark side. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my labels on my pages. I make labels because I don't scrapbook in order of year. I scrapbook by what photo makes me happy that day. So I go ahead and put labels on the back so that as I'm putting my photos and stuff away, or my layouts away, I know what album they go in. So we've got you, I'll drop that on the floor, you. Geez, I cut these so long ago. You. And I dropped this guy on the floor. And then we've got these two. And these two. I'm going to set the right aside for a moment. This is going to be the left side. And I have, you see paper over here. I don't normally have this. There was quite a bit of glare because I'm working on a surface that is stainless steel, which is perfect if you do a lot of mixed media or a lot of heat embossing, because the stainless steel will not warp. It does produce glare when the light bounces off it. So I have paper over here to keep from blinding you guys. That is another thing we plan on doing in the new room, is I'm going to still have my stainless steel, but I think we're going to take it over and have it powder coated so that it is a matte black and hopefully will not show glare and save you guys. So these are the Haunted Mansion photos that I'm going to be scrapping. Don't have any photos of us at the Haunted Mansion, but that's okay. I'm going to have all these backwards. You guys go over here, and you guys go over there. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is take some little score tape, put my eyeballs on. Oh, my hair's wet. My eyeballs are fogged up. There we go. We're going to take some score tape and put it at the top of the page. Scoop my trash can over. And the arrows, which way do we want the arrows pointing? That way. Although I guess it really doesn't matter. I've got so much more room on this side of the desk, and hopefully the camera won't shake as bad because it's not hanging on a desk that kind of is like a floating shelf. So hopefully when I'm working, the camera won't shake as bad. I'm just guesstimating on where I want these. Overlapping them just a hair. I've got the wrong photos too. Hold still. There we go. Okay. Now this photo here, I did not take this photo. This photo is a postcard that I bought at the park. It was one of those 10-pack of photos and I just tore it apart. This is a photo that I never would have been able to take because of people. So I went ahead and just bought the postcards. I'm going to scrap the postcards. Okay, so we're going to put these down. And because it is a postcard, I'm going to put a little bit of score tape on the back. Let's make sure our page is straight, because that's going to make a difference. Now this is by far my baby's favorite attraction at Disney. By far. So every time we go, she rides it 112 times. Now I'm going to stop here for just a moment. We're going to do the other side, and then I'll decide what pretties I want on it. So for this side, set everything over. We're going to start off with the zip strip. I love score tape. This, if you want something to stay put the first time, score tape, you just look it up on Amazon. It's called score tape. Jennifer McGuire calls it something different. I can't remember what she calls it. But she does not call it score tape, but it's basically the same thing. But I found it listed under score tape, so that's what I call it. So for this one, we're going to start on this side. And what I'm going to do to make sure they're even is I'm going to just butt them up backwards. The other nice thing I like about the stainless steel top is I can do that. And my pages are going to stay exactly where I want them. And then I can just take the magnet off. I'm going to set it on my, there we go. I set it down the flat side on my boom stand. I almost couldn't get it off. So we're going to set this on the other side. And then these are going to be like this. And they want the, actually I kind of like it like that. Do I want it there? Or do I want it there? I think I want it there because then that'll give me room to play. Now, you guys have heard me say in the past that I journal on Vellum. I use my computer to journal because my daughter is dyslexic and she has a really hard time reading written handwriting. So I started, basically when we found out she was dyslexic, I started printing out my journaling. Now sometimes I print it out on just white paper, but I found that when I print it out on regular Vellum, the Vellum goes with my layouts no matter what I do. So this is just the journaling card that comes in the kit. And I used my tiny attacher to attach the Vellum so there was no adhesive marks. And all you do is you type it out like you normally would on a Word document. You print it out on Vellum, and the only trick is you just have to let it dry. So this is not a technique that you can do to where you print it out and immediately put it on your layout. It needs to dry for about a good 10 minutes or so, and then once it's dry, you're good to go. But I just found that Vellum matches no matter what I do, and it adds a soft element to the layout. And I'm guaranteed that when I am no longer on this earth and my child is reading her scrapbooks, because all of these will be going to her, she will be able to read what the story was about. And I'm just noticing that my black and white dots are not where they are supposed to be. Okay, I found something even better than my black and white dots. I went in and pulled my Pacifica ink. I'm going to be needing that because this side is Pacifica. I found my enamel hearts. Now these are long retired. You're not going to find these in the Close to My Heart catalog, but you may find them in other collections. So I'm going to pull my little hearts. Before I put them on, I'm going to just sprinkle some marquee around this layout. So here's the stamp set that comes with it. I pulled this image and I'm just going to stamp it real fast. I'm going to put my ink pad. I'm going to do one at a time so I don't get them all messed up. Ink pad right there. Put my eyeballs back on. I'm just doing some ghost stamping along with the real stamping, or second, third, and fourth generation. Nothing major. I'm going to scoot this up because I want these to fall off at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to scoot this over. These will get a little bit lighter as they dry. It looks a little weird now, but it won't. Because as the ink dries, it will get lighter. Okay, so let me close my ink so I don't put my hand in it. I'll clean that stamp pad in a bit. And now I'm going to get to my craft knife. I use a craft knife to put sparkles on. Do what works best for you, but if you're going to use a craft knife, please be very careful. This thing will slice you before you realize you've had a chance to be sliced. And while it doesn't hurt immediately when it happens, it will smart after a bit. And then this is my shimmer sparkle. You'll know it shook up when there's nothing left on the bottom. It leaves big drops. I'll clean those up in a minute. I just want a little bit. There we go. I like that. Put the lid on so I don't spill. And give me some big drops. I know you're wet. Give me some drops. There you go. And that's why I covered my photos, because I did not want this on my photos. It will not take long for those to dry. So this is layout 1. I gotta get used to the new camera placement. So this is layout 1. Layout 2. And together. And again, right now it looks splotchy. Right now it looks really splotchy, and you're probably thinking to yourself, she ruined that layout. But I did not, because the shimmer mist is going to dry. The circles around the shimmer mist are going to dry clear, and then these inks are going to dry a little bit lighter. So what looks like splotches now, whenever it's finished drying, is not going to look like that. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday with me. I know there are 112 different things that you could be doing, and you chose to spend part of your Sunday with me, and for that I am very, very grateful. Until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.